What is the best nicotinamide riboside supplement, or what is the best nicotinamide riboside brand available on the market? As you know, many people who watch the channel take nicotinamide mononucleotide as their NAD booster of choice, but obviously nicotinamide riboside is also an option. So let's jump into the video. Let's look at what NR actually does, what nicotinamide riboside actually does, and see what options are available for those who want to make nicotinamide riboside their NAD booster of choice. So what is nicotinamide riboside? Well, like NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, it's a member of the vitamin B3 family and is found in small amounts in fruit, vegetables, meat and in milk. Like other forms of vitamin B3, nicotinamide riboside is converted by our bodies into nicotinamide Adenine Dinucleotide, or NAD, and there's more on that later. In this presentation, I will cover the benefits of nicotinamide riboside as a supplement and also where you can buy it. And there are links in the description below to the studies and the articles I used to put this presentation together. As I said, nicotinamide riboside is converted by our bodies into nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, or NAD. NAD acts as a fuel for many of our key biological processes such as converting the food we eat into an energy source that our bodies can actually use. It's also key in repairing our damaged DNA. It's good at fortifying our cells' defense systems and at setting our body's internal clock or circadian rhythm. Unfortunately, the amount of NAD in our body naturally falls with age. Low NAD levels have been linked to health concerns such as aging and chronic illnesses such as diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's and vision loss. Interestingly, animal and some human studies have found that raising NAD levels may help reverse the signs of aging and lower the risk of many chronic age-related diseases. Let's talk quickly about side effects. Nicotinamide riboside is likely safe with few, if any, adverse side effects. In human studies, taking 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of nicotinamide riboside per day had no harmful effects. That said, most human studies are very short in duration and have very few participants, so far more robust human studies need to be conducted. Having taken nicotinamide riboside, some people have reported mild to moderate side effects such as nausea, fatigue, headaches, diarrhea, stomach discomfort and some indigestion. In animals taking 300 milligrams of nicotinamide riboside per kilogram of their body weight, which is about 136 milligrams per pound, daily for 90 days showed no harmful effects whatsoever. As with NMN, there are now a number of suppliers selling nicotinamide riboside. Some of them mix it with other compounds such as resveratrol, NMN or pterostilbene. Now there may be a reason for this, but I don't think that reason is scientifically based at the moment. As with NMN, nicotinamide riboside's popularity in the anti-aging space may have drawn out unscrupulous individuals and or companies from the shadows, and the possibility of buying fake nicotinamide riboside should be considered a real risk. So the first company we will look at is this company, True Niagen. They sell nicotinamide riboside. You can see here that they sell 120, 150 milligram capsules of nicotinamide riboside. That's 18 grams. This will cost you $87.95. That works out at $4.88 a gram. Now you'll know that when I do NMN website reviews, one of the things I check for is a credible third-party certificate of assay to show that someone else has checked to make sure the contents are what people say they are. I've checked all of this site. There's an awful lot of very good information about NAD and NAD boosters, exactly what you'd expect from this kind of site, but I can't find a third-party test certificate anywhere for True Niagen. So the next company we're going to check is this one. This is Gen X Formulas. You can see here that they will sell you 60 300 milligram capsules of nicotinamide riboside, which is also 18 grams. That will cost you $44.87. That works out at $2.49 a gram. As with True Niagen, Gen X does not post a third-party test certificate. They do have this on their page, but this looks something very similar to what my son would produce for a media project at school. It does mention third-party testing, but not who a third party is. So a locally produced certificate like this, in my humble opinion, is a waste of time and quite easy to ignore. Now, if you remember back to my video where I tested some NMN companies for their purity, Gen X was one of those companies, and they came back with a purity result of 79.8% pure. So this company doesn't really fill me with much confidence. Moving swiftly on, let's take a look at this company. This is Cytoplan, Nature Meets Science, and these are based in the UK. You can see here that they will sell you 60 100 milligram capsules of nicotinamide riboside, which is 6 grams, only 6 grams, but that will cost you 57 Great British pounds. That's around $77.80, and that works out at, wait for it, $12.96 a gram, and that seems very, very expensive when you consider that NMN as an NAD booster is around the $4 a gram mark. Again, with the previous two companies, I've checked all over this site. There are no third-party test certificates. So the website was also set up in June 2020. So this company, as far as selling on the internet with this website, has only been around a year. So were I to take nicotinamide riboside, I would probably steer clear of this company. Let me know if you would too, or let me know if you think this company actually isn't too bad. So onwards and upwards, the next company we will check out is Allied by Science. You can see here that they will sell you 90 300 milligram capsules of nicotinamide riboside, and that's 27 grams, and that will cost you $94.95. That is $3.51 a gram. Now, I prepared this presentation, or the script for this, 2 days ago, and when I scrolled down and clicked here on the testing tab, there was a certificate of assay, but today there isn't, or this morning there wasn't. So I contacted Allied by Science and said, where's it gone? They gave me an explanation about problems uploading, etc. And then they sent me the certificate of assay that was there, and this is it. So once they sort out their IT problems, this is the one that will be posted back on the site. You can see here it's Micro Quality Labs, and at the top you've got Allied by Science. It is liposomal nicotinamide riboside, and it was the finished capsules. And you can see here that per 300 milligram capsule, there was actually 319 milligrams of nicotinamide riboside. That's because a 300 milligram capsule is actually bigger than 300 milligrams, to allow some companies who fill capsules with fillers and bulking agents to make sure that they get the right amount of the actual product that they want. So that works out at 106% purity. So I'm thinking closer to 100%. We'll say that nicotinamide riboside from Allied by Science, you're going to get 100% purity. So that's it for Allied by Science. Right, the next company we will look at is DoNotAge.org. They've just started to carry nicotinamide riboside. You can see here that they will sell you 60 350 milligram capsules of their nicotinamide riboside, which is 21 grams, for $59. That works out at $2.80 a gram. And you can see here that they also have a third-party test certificate. I'm not sure if you can see that. You can check out the site for yourself. Their third-party test certificate from Micro Quality Labs comes back confirming a purity level of 99.6. So that's it for DoNotAge.org. So the last company we will look at is this company, and it's called Elysium. And they sell a product called Basis, which is a mix of 250 milligrams of nicotinamide riboside and 50 milligrams of pterostilbene. And pterostilbene is commonly used as an alternative to resveratrol, so not the pure nicotinamide riboside that the other companies are selling. You can see here that they will give you 60 300 milligram capsules, and that will cost you $60. That works out at $3.33 a gram. But remember, that's not for pure nicotinamide riboside. It also includes the cheaper product of pterostilbene. As with the first few companies, this company does not post an independent third-party test certificate. So let's do a comparison now of all the companies we've discussed so far. Let's take a look at the comparison table. You can see at the top we've got DoNotAge.org with the cheapest nicotinamide riboside, $2.80 a gram. They do third-party test, and that comes out with a very high score of 99.6. Allied Bioscience, a very close second, $3.51 a gram. They also third-party test, and they come back with a purity score 4% higher than DoNotAge.org. Now the next four are only in that order because of the cost they will charge you for their nicotinamide riboside. You can see Elysium has got an asterisk next to their cost because that's not pure nicotinamide riboside. It also contains a certain amount of a much cheaper compound, and that is pterostilbene. These four at the bottom are also there because none of them show a third-party test certificate for their nicotinamide riboside, which is surprising because it is not expensive to send your supplements to a third-party laboratory to have them tested. Now, some of these companies may think that they have provenance or credibility in the longevity space and don't need to jump through these hoops. They need to realize that the explosion of entrepreneurial supplement companies selling fake products has produced this new normal for customers like myself and you when it comes to looking after our own health. So if you take nicotinamide riboside, or you're thinking about taking nicotinamide riboside as your NAD booster of choice, I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know what you think about my comment on third-party testing. I think Allied Bioscience were the first company to do this kind of testing and to post the results. And I, for one, think that this extra level of transparency is very welcome. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think perhaps the bigger companies probably don't have to bother, or do you think that everyone should get on board with this extra level of transparency and the purity of the products that they're now selling us? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it for today. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. As always, please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.